Welcome to Fluid Yoga with Tara. Today I have a 20-minute yin-yang fusion class for you. This class is a lovely mixture of a quick fluid flow mixed with gentle yin asanas. Throughout this class, we will be moving pretty quickly while incorporating 6 yin poses we will be holding for about 2 minutes. If you need any pillows or props for these postures, please keep them close to your mat. We will be doing a lot of chaturangas, upward facing dogs, and planks, so get ready to build up a little heat in your body while also gifting yourself with gentle, stress-releasing yin asanas. So if you're ready, let's flow. Alright everyone, before we begin, let's just take a moment to set our intention for today's practice. Let's take a deep inhale and lift our arms up and around, back to high prayer, and slowly take it down, reaching our arms for the top of the mat in our child's pose. Just gently stretching our arms and shoulders, getting our body ready for what's to come. Inhale, walk yourself back, sitting on top of your feet while taking your arms up and around high prayer. If you'd like to stretch your toes, lean back on your toes and slowly arch your back and neck into a variation of camel pose. Next, we're going to be doing a few flows, what I like to call dancing camel. You want to flow your arms side to side with fluidity here, making this feel good and fun. Back into our camel for one last nice little stretch here, and we're going to walk it back and release in our child's. Very nice. Shake it out with a few cat-cows and back into our child's pose, just warming up the back. Let's get into our neutral spine where we're going to do a few cat-cows. So when you're ready, let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Do a few round circles, warming up our back. Gonna get ready to go up into our first down dog, so leading back with your hips, arms strong, pedaling out those feet. We're gonna get ready to do a few spinal rolls, so when you're ready, let's do it. Rounding into plank and rolling back into our down dog. A few times like this. Just gentle motions forward and back. Very nice. Let's take our flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Wonderful. One little spinal roll, and then we're going to go ahead and take our left leg up, and we're going to bring this leg over into our left elbow into an elbow plank and lift it back into our 3-legged dog. 2 more times like this. Elbow, 3-legged dog, elbow, and we're going to hold, and we're going to slowly release into our first yin posture, our lizard. So you're going to want to take your left foot to the left side of your mat, push your knee slightly for a little bit more of a stretch, and then bring it back, come down on your elbows, and if you need props, blankets, or anything like this for support for your legs or for your elbows, please grab it now. We are going to be holding this for 2 minutes, so we want to be as comfortable as possible while still benefiting from this wonderful asana. This is a wonderful asana to help open your hips. We tend to hold a lot of tension in our hips, so I try to incorporate this pose into my life daily. Just breathe deeply here. You're doing wonderful. Just a few more moments here. All right, we're going to come out. Take that left foot and bring it back into plank. Shake it out. Whatever feels good here. I know it could be a little tight, the first yin posture. Take our flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Wonderful. Pedal it out. We're going to get ready to hop to the front of our mat. So when you're ready, bring it forward, halfway lengthen, and fold. Halfway lengthen, and fold. Halfway. And bring it down. Grab your elbows if that feels good for you here. And just sway. Halfway lengthen. And fold. Bringing your body up, arms up and around. Arch in your back and bring their hands down to your heart in a prayer position. Wonderful. Inhale, arms up. And bring it down to earth. Lovely. Halfway lengthen. Let's hop back into plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Wonderful, you guys. Let's take it to the other side. We're going to go ahead and lift our right leg up. And we're going to do our elbow planks on the right side. So bring it to your elbow. Three-legged dog. Elbow. Three-legged dog. And the last one here, hold it for just a second longer. Hold, 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 and release into our lizard on the right side. Same thing, you guys. I want you to add any props or pillows or blankets that you need to be comfortable. We're going to go down again for 2 more minutes. So go inward. Close your eyes. Relax. Breathe deeply. And enjoy this beautiful, beneficial asana. You're doing great, you guys. Just inhale and exhale. Going deeper and deeper. Okay, to come up, let's swing that right foot back into our plank. Shake it out. And we're going to go ahead and take our flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lovely. Walking it out. And do a few spinal rolls if you'd like. And let's just take our flow again. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take that left foot up, and we're going to do a few leg circles here. Bringing it around, lubricating our hip. Getting it ready for our second set of yin postures. Three-legged dog, and we're going to do elbow planks again. Bring it up, bring it back, and up.
One more time, holding this for 1 second longer and releasing into our pigeon pose. Wonderful. You're going to want to make sure that your left leg is parallel to the mat and your right leg is directly behind you in a straight line. Come down on your elbows if your flexibility allows it. You can use a pillow here if that feels better for you. And just breathe into this pose. Enjoy this pose and all of its amazing benefits. To come out, let's go ahead and get back up, and I'm going to go ahead and reach for my right foot. If this is enough for you, stay here, but if you'd like to join me, I am going to be taking a mermaid pose here. Wonderful stretch. Slowly release that foot back down, plant your hands, and let's get back into our plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Wonderful. All right, let's take it to the other side. Right leg up, leg circles. And back up to three-legged dog into our elbow planks. Bring it forward, touching your elbow if that's not within your practice today. Touching your elbow and bringing it back up. One last time. Let's hold it a little longer here before we release. And down into our wonderful pigeon pose. Taking long inhales, deep exhales, going further and further into this pose, and just letting go. You're doing great. Just a few more moments here. All right, coming up. And again, if you would like to reach for your back leg for a little bit more of a stretch, go ahead. I will be taking a mermaid on this side as well. Wonderful. Let's swing that leg back into our plank and take our flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Wonderful. Pedaling out those feet. Swaying back and forth if that feels good for you. All right. Let's hop to the front of our mat. Halfway lengthen and fold. Halfway and fold. Halfway. Let's bring it up, arms hard and wide. Let's arch that back as far as you can go. Hands in prayer to your heart. Wonderful. Arms high and wide, bring it down. Halfway lengthen, hop back into plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Wonderful. We're going to lift our leg over our hip just slightly. If this is enough for you, stay. But if you want to do your wild thing, go ahead and take it now. We're going to come back, plank position, and take it to the other side. Leg up and slightly bring it over your other hip. If this is enough, like I said, stay here or take your wild thing. Beautiful, you guys. Let's take our flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. We're going to hop to the front of our mat, but land in a low, wide-legged squat, getting ready to take our Malasana. So arms up and wide, bring it into prayer, and use your elbows to push away your knees, to open your hips, and just breathe. Enjoy this pose. If this is enough for you today, stay here, but I am going to be taking a bind. If you'd like to take the bind with me, feel free to follow. We're going to take each arm up, side to side. Gentle little warm up real quick before we take our bind. Taking our bind on the left side first, hooking my left arm with my left hand and around my knee, looking up towards the sky. Back to center, taking it to the other side. Great stretch for the shoulders. Back to Malasana. Forward fold halfway. Bring it down and up, roll up, arms high and wide, slight arch, and dive it back down. Halfway lengthen, hop back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands back to the front of the mat, back of the mat, and we're going to get in our wide-legged fold. Arms up, inhale, bring it down as far as your flexibility allows today. Halfway lengthen and fold. A few times like this. Halfway and fold. If you'd like to take a gentle twist, feel free to do so here. A great stretch to boost your digestive system. We're going to get ready to take our final pose, our yin posture of the practice, which will be the frog pose. Again, if you need props for this, please use it. What you're going to do is come down on your knees as far as your flexibility will allow. Feet pointed out, legs wider than your thighs. Deepen the stretch by pushing your hips towards your heels. Come down on your forearms. And just breathe. Wonderful hip opening stretch. Coming back up, hop back into standing, halfway lengthen, roll up, inhale, arms to your heart. Come to the front of your mat and let's take a little flow here. Halfway lengthen, hop back into plank chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's come to the center of our mat. We can final settling in. Do a few shoulder rolls. Whatever feels good for you right now. letting our body know that we're almost done with our practice and it's time to relax. Maybe a few arches forward and back. Getting ready to come down into everybody's favorite pose, our Shavasana. Well deserved today. And just melt into your mat. Inhale and exhale. Thanking yourself for this beautiful practice today. Be ready to come out. Please window wipe your legs back and forth a little bit and then meet me in easy pose. Thanking yourself for your lovely practice today. One final breath in, hands to your third eye chakra and down to your heart. Thank you guys for joining me. Namaste.